Welcome back to OT Watchtower, where we break down the latest ICS advisories, OT vulnerabilities, and critical infrastructure threats every single week. If you're in cybersecurity, industrial operations, or you just want to stay ahead of threats to control systems, this is the channel for you. This week, advisories released between September 8th and 12th. CISA and the ICS Advisory Project tracked 19 new CISA ICS advisories across 5 vendors: Siemens, Schneider Electric, Daikin, Rockwell Automation, and ABB. Let's get into the details. CISA's 19 new advisories this week span the following vendors and product families: Siemens, Schneider Electric, Daikin, Rockwell Automation, and ABB. This is the first time CISA has released an ICS advisory for Daikin since 2022. Quick highlights: Siemens has the largest share of advisories this week, includes multiple products from Cymatic, Dynamics, WinCC, and related components. Rockwell Automation and Schneider Electric appear repeatedly across multiple advisories and product lines. ABB and Daikin both have products with high or critical findings this week. The official summary groups these vendors as the primary sources for the 19 advisories. The severity distribution of newly reported vulnerabilities is as follows: critical has 3, high has 10, medium has 5, and low has 1. The critical and high vulnerabilities require immediate attention and patching. However, currently there are no known exploited CVEs for these vulnerabilities. 6 CISA advisories were updated this reporting period. Notable updates include expanded mitigation steps and affected version clarifications for several Rockwell and Schneider advisories, plus additional affected products listings for Mitsubishi-related advisories. Go ahead and pause the screen here to look at the updates to the right, and then continue the video when you're ready. Beyond the 19 CISA advisories, the ICS Advisory Project tracked multiple vendor and CERT advisories this week. Some notable ones include GE Vernova from the USA, Broadcom published vulnerabilities detailing impacts to VMware ESXi, Space Labs Healthcare in the USA, the Safe and Sound Vulnerability Assessment and Potential Product Impact Statement have been released. Schneider Electric from France has vulnerabilities in its Sitel DR and Sitel DP RTU products, and Eaton from Ireland has a path traversal and improper server identity check vulnerabilities in their network card. This shows the global scope. Many vendor or CERT bulletins appear outside CISA before consolidation. Per the weekly CVE breakdown, the report lists 26 CVEs for the set of advisories this week. The CVSS/CVSS v3 vector summary shows 18 out of 26 CVEs have network attack vectors, many with a low attack complexity. This means 76.6% are network attack vectors, with additional CVEs classified as either adjacent network, local, or physical vectors. In short, most of these CVEs are remotely exploitable if assets are exposed. The advisory project mapping shows affected ICS asset types across the Purdue model: engineering workstations, PLCs and field controllers, HMIs, switches, gateways, and SCADA/DCS platforms. Examples include Siemens UMC, Rockwell Control Logic/Factory Talk, ABB Cylon Aspect. Critical sectors called out this week include critical manufacturing, energy, and commercial facilities. The weekly summary maps the advisory CVEs to CWEs. Out of these CWEs identified, 8 of the 20 this week match MITRE's 2024 top 25 most dangerous software weaknesses. Examples called out in the summary include CWE 306, missing authentication for a critical function, CWE 125, out of bounds read, CWE 200, exposure of sensitive information, and CWE 400, uncontrolled resource consumption, as well as others. These are recurring classes that we keep seeing across ICS products. Mitigation status in the weekly summary. Many vendors have published patches or guidance this week. For example, Siemens and Rockwell have updates/patches and workarounds available for many affected products. ABB has critical patches for Cylon Aspect. Daikin security gateways noted as having no mitigation available yet, and the summary recommends contacting the vendor. The weekly mitigation table lists patch versus workaround status per vendor products. So here are some action priorities for you guys. 1. Patch where vendor updates are available. 2. If no patch or a patch is delayed, isolate and strictly control network access to the affected systems. And 3. Monitor logs and apply compensating controls such as ACLs, jump hosts, and segmented management VLANs. The ICS Advisory Project notes one new KEV entry this week. Dassault Systems Delmia Aprizo, CVE 2025-5086, and states that no KEV entries this week directly correlate to the CISA ICS advisories. Even so, remember, KEV additions to IT software that integrate with OT can still create an entry path into controlled networks. Well, that's it. That's your OT Watchtower recap for the advisories released between September 8th and 12th, 2025. Again, we had 19 new CISA advisories across Siemens, Schneider Electric, Daikin, Rockwell Automation, and ABB, as well as multiple updates, map CWEs, and a mixed patch/workaround status. If you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share with your team. And tell me in the comments which advisory you would want me to do a deep dive on next week. I'm Kevin. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next recap.